want lunch?
What?
Do you want something for lunch? And your
Well,
wallet right there by that.
good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the episode of the morning. Welcome to the episode of the morning. We got a great broadcast lineup for you today. Got all the things in front of the screen. Couldn't get them off the screen. Good morning, Christy.
Good morning.
Christy, what you tearing up over there? It sound like you tearing up something over there.
I'm tearing up something.
Yeah, it's like somebody hitting something on the countertop and all kind of things.
I'm tearing up this beauty. What?
I got you. Good morning. You know, this is what we call Black Friday. We got a call this morning already. Now I called somebody this morning. They ain't answered the phone, so I'm thinking it's the person that I called this morning. I had to get them up out of their sleepiness. Now, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
First of all, I haven't been to sleep, so I wasn't asleep when you called. I was just busy. But
Lord. Look. I believe you was in your sleepiness.
I promise you I haven't been asleep.
Why you ain't been asleep? Listen.
Like he all up in your Kool-Aid.
Listen.
We've been working. Then I had a business call at like 3 a.m. that might have changed the whole game. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna talk about that. This Black Friday. We gotta talk about it. This Black Friday. That's what we're doing Black Friday. We talk about things like that, y'all. So what's going on 3 o'clock in the morning? It's Black Friday, he'll go.
I can't be letting that out until it's all, it's gotta be all said and done,
Okay.
Look, he just knows it.
My
girl taught me well, and I have a slight feeling she might call in today.
Now who is this that might call in?
Yeah, I'm talking about my girl taught me well about not speaking about things.
Oh, you talking about our attorney friend. Okay, all right.
She might call in today. I got a good feeling about this.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be sitting right here waiting on. We definitely gonna be sitting right here waiting on her call. But I want to let me do this. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
But I am Twana Grace, and the creator of Black Friday, and I love everything about Friday. We talked about this. It was just an idea and a thought, and to watch it grow is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We did shows about Black economics, and we knew how long the Black dollar stayed within the Black community. And now is the time. It's a great time. It's a great opportunity. So many people are jumping on board to Black Friday. So we're expanding Black Friday. Black Friday is expanding as we speak. Part of the reason for 3 a.m. phone call. So it's just amazing the amount of support and love that Black Friday receives.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. And I'm gonna tell people this right here. When we started off Black Friday, man, when we first started this thing with crickets, man. It was crickets. Cheap. It was crickets. Cheap. And I was like, man, we actually had a Oh, there go Leonard. Sir Leonard, good morning. We actually had a conversation when we first started Black Friday. Should we keep this thing, man? Should we we might want to revisit this thing at a later date, and but something just wouldn't let us let it go. Something just wouldn't let it, and we stayed at it, man. Then all of a sudden we start having a very important people calling in, attorneys and people that started that signed $1 billion deals and stuff calling in, and then we across the spectrum, billion with a B, exactly with a B.
I need to borrow some of that change.
Hey, I'll tell you something, man. It started just growing, and now I don't know if we can stop it if we wanted to. I don't know if we can stop it. I mean,
it's not no stopping. Like I said, it's too many people that want to that want to join in. So like I said, we're expanding. We're gonna do some things for the youth. We're gonna add some youth, so we're
Yeah.
gonna do some things for the youth.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing. We've been talking about expanding for a while. I kind of wanted to wait to see how it worked out and how things picked out on this end
Mm-hmm.
before we moved a large group of people. But I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing to sit back and
Mhm.
watch an idea and a thought. And this is why I encourage people all the time to do whatever if you can think it, then it can be created. Now it's going to take some work.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going to take some work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's going to take some work, but it's well worth. It's well worth the work. And if you just do it, to me, if you just do the work, then the people will come. It's just so much that I could talk about.
Yeah.
I could talk about today that's happening just from doing the work.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
People notice. People donate time. People donate energy. People donate money. People donate whatever you need if you out here doing the work.
Mm-hmm. And see, I think it was a Field of Dreams. I think that was a movie, the baseball movie Field of Dreams. And Leonard would know better than I do the name of this movie. He more of a movie buff than I am. But I think it was a Field of Dreams. And they say they had a line in that said, "Build it, they will come. Build it, and they will come."
That was
am I
Spend a Lot.
Who was that? Who was that?
I said that was in Stand a Lot too.
It was? Okay, yeah. They say build it and they will come. Well, I gotta go, I gotta go across the board and speak to the ladies first. So Christy, good morning. How you doing, lady? How you doing this morning?
I'm good. It's just that still I got a glare. I can't see you.
You can't see me.
Yeah, you got a glare on your head.
Leonard. This time you get that look on your face. I ain't fooling with you this
Mr.
morning.
Leonard looking all cool as usual.
The Spider-Man. The Spider-Man. Leonard, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I had a little low because I know Raheem was going to be hollering.
But listen, man, this is Black Friday, and what I want to do, and I'm expecting quite a few people to call in today. And Tawana, she already told us that she got a few people that's potentially gonna call in today as well. That she's expecting a call. So we're gonna talk about this. And I got a question for you. A lot of times when people start a business, when people go into business, they want to go into business because a part of it, they want to be the boss. They tired of the people, the bosses. They think they know more than the bosses and they can do the business better, whether it's the same business they're going into or whatever. But everybody, a lot of times they want to be the boss. And so they'll start their own business. I'm going to ask you this question. How important is, even if you start a business from the ground up and you want to be the boss, you want to be in charge like everybody does, how important that you go out there and get a mentor? Somebody that's been doing that thing for a lot longer than you.
Well, that's what you really need to do is if you don't have education in what you're doing. A lot of people have great ideas, but a lot of times it takes a lot more than the great idea to bring it to the market. And, I think that's pretty much a lot what Tawanda does is coach people that way and promote business and things like that. It doesn't even matter what it is. There is a science behind managing business, and you need to get that information to be successful because some people will shut their business down if they're not successful right away, and not realizing that the time you put into it makes it better. So keep working with that time and keep getting better. Where you lack, you go get a mentor. Like people automatically assume I'll give you something on a larger scale, which I've seen several times, where someone says, well, why doesn't a basketball player start their own league? Because they're basketball players. They don't have they have the skills to play basketball. A lot of them don't have business degrees, may not know how it's ran, the business is ran, because just because you're a great player don't mean you'll be a great franchise owner.
Look at Michael Jordan. When he first went into ownership, man, he was terrible, man. Some of the decisions,
and he got basketball down packed on the court. But the world of business is really different, and he was really successful because of his fame, not because of his business skills. Is
Yeah.
that one, because he was so popular, Nike allowed him and Spike Lee to come in and do what they did and launch one of the most successful campaigns and practically saved Nike.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't know what Nike would be doing right now without that Air Jordan brand.
It won't be just do it. It'll be just didn't do it. Just didn't do it.
But you got to get people that are experienced in it. Go to seminars if you can, or just shadow business owners. Or, you know, have someone that you could at least call and ask questions. And, you know, some people don't, you know, may not feel, I guess sometimes they may feel embarrassed or what have you. But, man, get past that if it's going to make your business successful.
Exactly. Krista, what do you say about that? You start a business because you want to be the boss. You want to be in charge. You want to run this thing. But you run into a couple of snags. Is it important that you go out there and get a mentor, even though you want to be the boss?
You know what? I'm gonna say this. It is important to have a mentor you can trust, a mentor that won't steal your ideas, a mentor that won't take advantage of your ignorance. I do think it's important to get a mentor, but you have to be careful. It's like if you I'm a movie buff, so I know every time I talk about movies, but it brings light to different things. Have y'all seen Like a Boss? Have y'all seen that movie Like a Boss?
Hadn't seen that one. Hadn't seen it.
Well, it was these two women who what's her name? Tiffany Haddish, and another lady that was in business together. They've been friends all their life. And it was this they was doing like perfumes and different gift bags and stuff like that. So they was real good friends.
Hadn't seen that.
And then they was trying to go in business with this super mega business lady, a person that they look up to. Well, this woman was mad because they had a great idea, but she wanted to destroy the company and make hers better. So they came in with her, not knowing that she was trying to tear them apart as friends. But anyway, it goes into all of the different things of that, and then they started learning how to be a boss, how to run a business, and they end up creating a new business because the lady eventually stole their business. So if you haven't seen it, see it. It's really a good movie. But what I took away from that is, hey, it's okay to be small time and have aspirations to be bigger. However, you have to be careful who you go in business with, because everybody don't have the good intentions that you think they have, and it can be hidden. We're trying to destroy your livelihood because they want to make sure they stay on top. You know, it's a competitive world. Business is business and BS is BS, what my grandma used to always say. And you can't take business personal. So yes, I feel like you have to sit down and be taught before you can lead. And that's in anything. That's in life, period. That don't matter. That don't matter if you go in business, if you in school, or if you trying to work with somebody. If you on DKM radio, call in to 678-381-1973 because we love to hear your opinion, because we not like bosses here. We like everybody's opinion. So that's what I have to say on that. I feel like you do need a mentor.
Absolutely. Krista, I'm sorry, Tawana, what do you say to that? You go into the business, you want to be the boss. You want to start a business because you want to run this thing. Why should you go out there and get a mentor, somebody that's going to tell you how to run your business?
Every boss needs a mentor. Everybody needs a mentor. You need a mentor, you need a coach, and I have several mentors, okay? Even though I coach and I mentor other people, I have several. It's highly critical, especially the type of things that I do, because it's days where I'm like, listen, I've had enough. It's days, if you watch my Facebook, it's days where I'm, listen, I need a mental vacation. Listen, these is not my problems. I don't have to take on these additional problems. Okay, this is like you need people to push and motivate you and be like, hey, maybe you need to look at it this way, or maybe you need to sit back and take a break. But I'm telling you, you wouldn't have me as an activist. You wouldn't have me as a coach. You wouldn't have me as doing anything that I do out here thousands of people had it not been for the people that mentored me. It's some of the people that has cleared 6, 7, 8, and working on 9 figures. You know, these are some of the same people that was like, listen, I'll teach you what I know. The only thing that is required is you come back for your people and you teach your people.
Mm-hmm,
So that those are the reasons why you need a mentor, because you need someone to push you in business. And anything that I'm the CEO in and that's mine, which is a few different things. I have somebody that is with me. I have someone there to motivate me every single day. Every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I have people that I can call if things ain't looking like. If I'm having a bad day, then they know how to bring me back. I'm not out here just and they're not just anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're not anybody. This is what I've considered now as family, because I read people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your spirit has to meet my spirit,
Yes.
and they're very easily identified at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you just sit back and listen, you can know when someone is BSing you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of people that can run a good game, but if you sit back and you just listen.
Mm-hmm.
The people that know what they're talking about, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And so you gotta be out here and you got to listen. It's so highly. I would recommend everybody have a mentor or have a coach or have someone that motivates and push them beyond. Because if not, you're gonna go. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna do what you might do what you said you were gonna do, but if you have a great mentor and a great coach, they're going to push you past your expectations of your own self.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a days where I'm like, oh, I give up, I'm going to quit. Listen, they would never in their life would they allow me to say that. Never in their life would they allow me to say I can't do something.
Come
I
on.
don't care if I don't know how to do it. They're like, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the type of people that you need in your life, because they see the potential. Your coaches and mentors see the potential in you long before you see the potential in your own self.
And that's good. That's good. Because they will not allow you to walk in a defeatist attitude. They're gonna pull you up out of that thing and put you back on that track and make sure that you go in the right direction. That's good. Good morning, Anna. Anna!
Good morning. Happy Juneteenth to everybody. I'll be
Juneteenth.
doing the celebrations later.
Look at Leonard.
Oh, yes, Queen.
Y'all-
Yes.
Background. He knew I was going to say something.
Leonard, there's a sports show to come on, and I can't think of the sport. It's like 4 or 5 people be on the sports show too. And one guy, I can't think of his name. He always have a different saying on his little pegboard. Leonard, what's the name of that show? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
He always have he got a little a whiteboard in back of him, and he always write different things on the back of his
A
whiteboard.
whiteboard. Not Kenny.
Not Kenny. I'm gonna look it up in a minute so I can tell you exactly what it is. But this guy, man, no, ESPN. He on ESPN, and every segment he'll change that saying on there, and they have something real clever on there. That's how Leonard did. Leonard changes his background all the time. Leonard changes his background like
You have to have a theme for the day to keep you focused.
Okay. Well, like you change your background like some people change their hair.
Oh yeah.
You know what? But you know what, Raheem? But we can count on your consistency of shining every morning.
She caught it.
I got you.
This is my real hair, everyone. Today, this morning, this is all me.
And Leonard, it's
we'll
good.
talk about how you shine every morning.
Oh Lord. Hey, Leonard, it sat there for a minute. Then it sat there for a minute.
I was all focused into what I was doing. I said, wait a minute, they're talking about my hair. Yes, y'all, this is my real hair. I've been letting it take care of itself, so I'm back.
There you
I
go.
might put on a wig every now and again. No, I'm gonna put wigs on anyways. I got wig fever. I'm loving the wig thing.
Good
They
deal.
are so fun. You know, men don't understand our wig because they let you be different people. They let you have different personalities. You get to look how you want to look. They don't understand. Right? He can't say because he ain't. You know, it's been so long since. It's been so long since Raheem had hair. He don't understand.
Hey, Leonard, does my mute button still work, brother? Does my mute button still work? But look, but listen, Leonard, I'm gonna say this right here. Then we're gonna get back on topic because we done jumped all off task. But I'm gonna say this real quick, and this don't apply to y'all know I love y'all, man. This don't apply to y'all at all. But I'm gonna say it. If a young lady, Leonard, have a stink attitude about herself, it don't matter how she change her hair and what kind of wig she got on. She gonna have a different hairstyle with that still stink attitude. Am I right, Leonard?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So you say we don't understand. We understand. We understand exactly what it is. Y'all have a beautiful personality. So when y'all put on a different wig, y'all still have a beautiful personality with a different look. That's all it is. But if you don't have that, help me somebody. If you don't have that, help me somebody. But listen, go ahead, Leonard.
I have a beautiful personality and try to be beautiful to people. I don't care what kind of hair I have. I wanted to put on my short wig today, but I was running a little bit late. Sleep was good this morning.
Women love dress up and things like that. That's what you have to love about women.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't have to go public places to get my nails done, but
press on nails, Anna. Press on at Walmart. I buy mine.
I'm gonna look into that, and then I can take those off at David too.
I have a little sister I played with all the time. So, girls, I go be girls until they in the grave. So it don't matter.
Okay. All right. Let's get back on track. We talk about this mentor thing, and I want to understand. I need to understand. I want everybody else that's listening to understand why in the world, if I want to go into business, if I want to be the boss, if I want to run this thing the way I want to run the thing, because I'm tired of everybody telling me how to do this, I'm gonna do it my way. Why in the world do I need to go out there, Christy, and get a mentor? Why do I need to do it? The only thing they're gonna do is come in and try to tell me things that I don't want people to tell me anything anyway about how to run my business. Somebody get a phone call.
You need a mentor. You need a mentor to tell you something. I know, like my grandma. It's like a 3-year-old kid.
How am I gonna be the boss if this person is telling me how to run my business?
The person is not telling you how to run your business. Advice. And advice is things that you don't have to take or you can take. You are the boss at the end of the day, but don't be an ignorant boss, because if they're giving you some sound advice and you end up losing in the end because you didn't take the advice, that's going to be a lesson out of your pocket, because you have to realize even if you have investors, it's still your money on the line. So if you don't have money, if you don't want a mentor and you go belly up like 45 have in every business that he ever owned because he's a 3-year-old child and don't want to listen to nobody, so he go belly up all the time, and then he wants you to put on this facade like he got money because he's a narcissist. So if you want to be like that, fine, that's you. Go ahead, switch states because you in tax evasion. Go ahead, keep switching states, but it's only 50 states. So you can't go through, if you want to go through all 50 of them and you want to see him lose all your money, but if you want to be successful, if you want to be productive, if you want to have a flourishing business, you need to tune in on Fridays to the Morning Glow, because we give great advice. We have a great mentor on the show that can tell you the biz. You hear me? For free. Listen.
Free.
FREE.
Let me get everybody. If I can get everybody to do it, everybody start a watch party. Everybody that's on here, start a watch party, and people that's listening, start a watch party as well. Y'all start a watch party so everybody could tune in and listen to this thing. But I want to go to Tawana right now and ask her this question. Tawana, how am I going to be the boss if I have a mentor? How am I going to be the boss? I ain't the boss now. Because I'm listening to what this person's telling me.
What do you mean you're not the boss anymore because you have a mentor? That makes no sense. Your mentor is there to guide you and make sure that you stay on track and your goals. That's what a mentor. A mentor is not there to tell you what to do or how to do it. They just hold you accountable for the things that you're supposed to do. So I'm confused.
Okay. See, but see that's the thing, and I want you to talk to the young people that's actually looking to start business, or even some of the people that's been in business for a long time. Somebody got something going on over here. We got a party going on. I don't know where that came from, but listen, they don't understand that, and I'm glad you said it the way that you said it. But they don't understand that they got this idea. They're frustrated on their job. They're gonna start their own business. They're gonna run the business the way they want to run the business. Don't want nobody telling me nothing. I'm gonna run my business how I run my business. That's the idea. That's their mindset. And so they have people that they know that's actually in that field, but they won't go to them because they feel like if I go to this person, they're gonna take over my business. And I want you to explain to them they're not taking over your business. They're helping and assist you in your business so you can stay on the right track. Explain that to them.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, you need a lot of times. This is what happens. A lot of people have the misconception that if you have any outside help, then they take over your business or they're part of your business. That's absolutely incorrect. A mentor is there specifically to motivate me. Now, if I know that I have something that I need to be done, and let's say you're my mentor, I expect you to call me and be like, how much progress have you got done? Let me see what you got done. I'm gonna give people homework. This needs to be done by the end of the week. Is this an accountability partner?
Yeah.
Is the best way that I can put it. Because when you try to start a business, like you have so many other things going on. So you might cut corners, or you might say, I can take this off until next month. No, a coach is not going to allow you to do that. They're not going to allow you to do that. You need to make time. A lot of things that I've learned along the way is time management. You will be surprised how much time we waste doing nothing when we can readjust our time management, and you'll be surprised how many hours in a day you will have if you just manage your time wisely. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people are here, there, and everywhere instead of having a set schedule, or being accountable. A lot of people know when you start a business, and if you say that you're going to do something this day and at this time, then you better do that at that time and that hour, somewhere close to it. So it's just all about accountability. It's all about good customer service. Here we go back again, talking about right back to customer service and customer service skills. All these things, you need to be on point. You see these people struggling out here that's starting businesses. Why? Because they have no directions and they don't want to take any direction from anybody.
Exactly. Leonard, what do you say to that person that, one of your best friends come to you, they're going to start their business, and you say, well, look at here, I know Tyler Perry. I know Tyler Perry personally. And you might want to reach out to him.
What is up with you and Tyler Perry? We're going to get sued.
Right.
He's right here in Atlanta. I just threw a name out there from somebody here in Atlanta. And
you can talk about Tyler Perry for weeks now. Come on now.
Okay, watch it. Okay.
True story.
I know Jimmy John.
We don't know.
I know Jimmy John, and Jimmy John, he has a Subway business. And you want to go into this kind of business, I'm gonna get you in contact with Jimmy John, and I'm gonna let him mentor you a little bit, get you started. And this person said, no, I don't want to go to Jimmy John because Jimmy John gonna try to take over my business, Leonard. I thank you, but no, I don't want to do that. I got this. Leonard, what would you say to that person?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to use Jimmy John's because Jimmy John's has a racist hiring policy for frontline managers as it relates to cornrows and African American hairstyles. Now, that's one. But I just want to drop that on you. So let's say Subway. Anyway, a lot of people, I'm not, one thing I notice about Black people in business is the fact that they will come up with this idea that someone is always trying to steal from them. That's a notion. Like I heard one young man, he said, man, I got a great idea, but I don't want to tell nobody. Then it ain't going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you want to do, if you have such a great idea, go and patent that idea.
Yep.
And do what you need to do to protect it, instead
Mm-hmm.
of sitting around wondering if somebody gonna take it or not.
Hmm.
So that was one of the things, when it comes to trusting people and this, that, and the other. If you just scared of fear and this, that, and the other, I'm not sure you're going to enjoy the experience,
Mm-hmm.
because you're going to be too busy trying to manage things that may or may not be true. When what you should be doing is trying to make your business and your product the best,
Mm-hmm.
and marketing your business with a great marketing plan that makes people want to try whatever it is that you have. And that's how you should always be thinking. You should always be thinking about what is the best way to appeal to the customer. What's going to make my product the best. What I like about a lot of people, like Anna's, what Anna does, for instance, she put out there the, not the candle, the scrubs, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about how many people are doing things like that. It's about, you may bring something, and you may have some people just love what you do. Her thing is youth in business. She's a young person. That alone will attract someone sometimes to
Mm-hmm.
patronizing the business. How many times have you bought things from young people simply because they're entrepreneurs?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you want to support that interest in young people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always about competing, especially if you're worth anything, you're going to compete with it. Like, for instance, the young lady who does the veggie burgers,
Mm-hmm.
she had a great burger. She had a great plan. And then the celebrities started going online saying how great that burger was.
Mm-hmm.
To people who never thought about veggie burgers were going to try that burger. And it caught like wildfire. Everybody think that their business will just take off like that. But you have to really look at your product and what your product needs are. Like Tawanda says, you was talking about mentors and bosses. That has nothing to do with it. Fortune 500 companies pay people to help them direct their business.
Mm-hmm.
CEOs stay CEOs and everything. But they often pay people to come in that specialize in a certain thing. Like, I'm not necessarily a business person for product, but for services,
Mm-hmm.
professional services, and personal and small business management. And it's never to take your business from you. Sometimes it's to manage your business through a rough time.
Better than what you would yourself.
And not better than what you would, but it's all
Mm-hmm.
for you. That's my product, is assisting you, not taking
What's-
anything from
A
you.
lot of time, Leonard, is because a person going into business, and we said this earlier, don't have the know-it-all
Mhm.
to run that business the way that it's supposed to, and they bring somebody in like yourself that has done that, has been on the track before, know what it is. Okay, this did they do that? They can sit there and wait. It could be a month, 2 months, 3 months, wasting their time spinning their wheels on something that you could come in there and you say, hold on, no, do it like this, and immediately is rectified, is fixed.
Right. Or
Mhm.
sometimes, I've taken over contracts for people who've bitten off more than they can chew, stuff
Mhm.
like that. I used to I have a personal small business management,
Mhm.
and basically it's for people who may have gotten stuck.
Mhm.
A lot of times people will come for a consult on things that they're thinking about doing. Sometimes it's a matter, if I get involved in your business to perform a certain something for you.
Yeah.
Because you can't right then.
Mhm.
So, it's a solution. And that's what the theme was about. It was about Jordan Solutions. And it's
Mhm.
getting you over that Jordan when you get to it, to
Come
help
on.
you cross over. It's never to take from anyone, but it's always to improve. I get the satisfaction from knowing that your business is still alive. Your business is doing something different that's making it more successful, or it helps you move to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me go to Tawana. What's on your heart right there, and then coming to Anna, and then we have a phone call. We have a call online. So Tawana, what's on your heart?
Oh, I absolutely agree with everything that Leonard said, and
Mhm.
and how he said it. It's just a misconception that. How do you think? How do you think that these companies survive, and how do you think that everybody has a mentor?
Yeah.
I don't care how much they make. They can make billions of dollars and you still have a mentor because you need someone to hold you accountable for your actions.
Mhm.
That's all they're there to do. They're
Mhm.
there to make sure that you stay on target. They're there to make sure that you stay on track. They're not there to tell you what to do or how to do it. A good mentor is going to go with your vision on your business plan and make sure that everything that you have outlined, that you meet those goals and those targets.
Exactly. And let me go back to Leonard. Leonard, and I'm coming to you. If somebody wanted to acquire you, or to want either one of y'all, both of y'all, do pretty much similar or somewhat the same thing, where y'all go in and y'all help a business to get where they want to be and handle the things they need to handle. If they want to get in contact with either one of you for those type services, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, one, they can contact, you can send me a message or what have you, or you can contact me directly at 678-571-0759.
Say that one more time.
678-571-0759.
Okay. Tawana, how would they get in contact with you, young lady?
Slide in my DMs on Facebook. Listen, Linda. Make it about business because it's a weirdo.
Exactly.
Tawana deals with a lot of weirdos.
You know what I mean?
Can you imagine a weirdo getting Leonard's DM? Can you imagine a weirdo getting in Mr. Leonard's DM? That would be hilarious.
It's so funny. When I thought about
He'll ignore it. I already knew him.
I talk to Tawanda all the time on Facebook, and she really handles the weirdos. It's hilarious to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, look at him. She trust me when I tell you, she ain't gonna play with you.
Oh
Anna,
my goodness, she's so funny.
Exactly. Anna, what's on your heart right now?
So I have a few things to say. Those body scrubs that I put up for my daughter. She was taking pictures all these different ways. I said, sweetheart, you just need a white background. And she's still learning. So long story short, when I put them up, somebody made a donation. They were like, I can't use those body scrubs because I have allergic reactions. However, they sold out. She sold out. So she has no idea yet. I haven't told her, people just bought them. I don't know if they bought them because of what I put up saying that because this is something she's doing for extra money because she can't work during the summertime and she wants certain things. She's a girl. That's what girls do. So I tried one of the body scrubs and I actually love it. I was like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Soft skin. So, what the products that she's using, and I'm not asking her, and, she says, those are my secret products. These are products that I'm making. So I guess it's their age and, the way they do things, and that's cool. But the point of the matter is that she told you guys, I'm sorry, my phones are off the chain. I'm trying to shut everything off. But the point that I was making was that she actually took an initiative to do this. I didn't think she was going to do it. She actually went out. She got a few things. She told me I had to go get a few things. And, it like I said, it sold out. I didn't expect it to sell out so quick. So now she's got to reinvest out of that money. And I'll show her how to do that. You got to reinvest because you can't use all your money because now you don't have all your money. You have to go get more product, So yeah. I appreciate anybody who has supported the cause. Like I said, somebody just made a donation, which I thought was great. They were like, anything for the youth and anything to keep them out of trouble, especially with everything going on. So, and if you guys can support, just like we all support each other, because that's what it's for. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm very proud of her. Very proud.
Is there a site or something? How can someone get if they wanted to purchase? How could they purchase it?
And so you can either contact myself through my social media. I have Facebook, Live Me. I have everything. Or I can give you a number, which is 321-252-8084. And again, I'll repeat it: 321-252-8084. 8084. And I'll make sure that, the orders get placed. I do not allow my child to speak to anybody unless they're of her age. So it's just a mom thing. So with that being said, you guys are free to place those orders, and you could even use them for your husbands, your dads. It's something that really genuinely it does work. I am a person who does try different types of things on my body to make me look 25, which I'm really 29, and it works, so
okay, where's the mute button? She's talking about the 29. Where's the mute button? Where's the
I'm really 25, but look 29. But anyway, so with that being said, just if you guys want to contact me, and I'm gonna work on making a website and everything for her. And if any of you guys can help her, it would be great. I would greatly appreciate it, because I'm not the best at doing any of that stuff. I'm learning myself. My mentor is Raheem. I have called Leonard for some advice on some future plans that I have. And Christy, I've talked about, so I think you need different mentors for different things. My advice when it comes to anything that has to do with the radio station, I'll ask Raheem, what do you think? Even some things that are not from the radio station, what should I do? And Raheem has given me true Christian advice. Leonard has, we still have to finish a conversation, but we started out on a conversation that, he was giving me advice on what I need to do. Christy, I love it because she comes from that sensitive woman's point of view when she's like, look, Anna, do this, do that. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that, and so, that's just the beauty of it. So you need all kinds of mentors. Even my pastor is a mentor to me. You just don't run this world by yourself. If not, you're going to fail.
Exactly. Let me do this. We have a caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller,
good morning, everybody.
Good morning. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Andrea.
Andrea, good
hey,
morning.
Andrea.
Good morning, young lady.
Good morning, everybody.
Andrea.
Anna, Raheem, Luna.
Morning.
Good morning. Let me ask you this question. If you're going into business, because you wanna start your own business. You wanna have your own business. Is it important to you that you start out with a mentor, somebody that's been doing that thing for a long time, to help you along the way, or is it best for you just going in and just I got this, I can do it, I can handle it? Which is best?
I just say it can be either or. Everybody does not have to have a mentor. Some people find them along the way. Some people can just go in there and they have the ideas and they just need somebody to help with pieces here and there. Everybody does not have to have a mentor. Some people need one because they don't have the ability to figure it out. Like me, I have to have mentors on some stuff. Some stuff I need help. Some stuff I don't need no help, back out the way, because you're not going to let me go full force like I want to go. You might hold me back. So some stuff I can just take a grasp of it and go. It's just so much stuff going on right now, and I really can go into some things right now, but I'm not going to go into some things right now about business and how people doing business practices. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, you don't always have to have a mentor. I just think that depends on the person and their strong points and their weak points.
Christy?
Okay, so.
and everybody's on the phone line. Mute your line for me because we got a little background noise coming through. There you go. Good deal. Go ahead, Christy.
I still say the same. I'm like Leonard and Anna. It's like sometimes you can get advice from people or that may know that know something that you may not know, and they can advise you in a great manner. Like Anna was saying, she can come to Raheem, not on no hair tips, but she could come to Raheem talking about the radio. On different advice about, okay, he's DKM Media Group. And speaking of DKM Media Group, we do have a new show coming out in July 1st called Sister to Sister. We would love for y'all to tune in. We'll give you more details when we get close to it. So it'll be myself and Anna and some more people. So please tune in on July 1st. We'll give you more details. Sister to Sister. Okay, so yes.
Our sister, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Our sister Andrea Braxton will also be on the show. We are just looking for one more person, and we're looking for different personalities. So you will see once the show starts. It's going to be good. Raheem's already aware of it. I asked for his advice before I did this. So this, like I said, this is my mentor. Before we even got started with the show, I told him, look, this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? You know, we can't just do things because we want to. Raheem's been doing this 15 years. Is it, Raheem?
We're going on. Yeah, right at 15 going on. Mm-hmm.
And so what do I look like just doing something? And I've only been doing this about a year. I'm not going to know as much as he knows. He heard the idea. He said, yeah, I think that's good. So that made me feel like, okay, I'm getting support from somebody who actually knows and who actually probably thinks, okay, this is something I can see, you know, listeners wanting. You know, and again, I'm very happy, and I look forward to working with these two young ladies, along with this other person who I'm looking through everywhere on earth. Wait till you guys see.
Right. So that's the thing. You have to have people you can talk to. And if I wanted to start a business, which I'm looking to start, I would definitely talk to Mr. Leonard. And I would say, okay, Mr. Leonard, this is because I want to do a service. So if I'm going into that business, then I would say, okay, Mr. Leonard, let me pick your brain and talk to you to see how you became successful. And just to say, hey, help me. I'm like, Leonard, it doesn't matter how many people do a thing. You just have to make yours special. And so that advice is priceless, just like the advice we're giving you here today on Friday on DKM Black Friday. This stuff is priceless. Taiwanda, didn't you just hear she got some stuff in the making? She had a phone call at 3 a.m. making $1 billion calls. Y'all, this stuff we getting free. So it's very, very important to have somebody in your corner that you can say, okay, I don't, whether you understand it or not, you may not know the road that you're going down. It's like my grandmother saying, when I was younger, she said, baby, whether you want to believe it or not, I've been 15 years old. I say, what? Not you, mommy. She said, yeah, baby, I done been there, done that. She said, matter of fact, I done surpassed that age, so I can tell you all about this age. It's up to you to be able to listen and take the caution in what I'm saying. And when I didn't, what she said happened.
Bump your head.
You're gonna bump your head, but if you can stop yourself from bumping your head and save yourself the money, the time, the confusion, the loss of things, then do it. Because if you have somebody that know, and I'm gonna tell you what my grandmother also said for you people: if you hang around 9 broke friends, you're gonna be the 10th broke one. If you hang around 9 rich friends, you're gonna be the 10th rich one. So you are what you are surrounded by.
All right, good. Let me keep this thing moving because I want to keep this thing flowing, and I want another conversation I want to have this morning. And this is not a popular conversation right here. It really isn't. Tawanda, coming to you first. How do you know? How do you know when it's time to close your doors? How do you know when that idea or that business has run its course? How do you know, Tawanda?
Well, I haven't ran into that problem yet. And I think that people give up way too soon. Anything that you do and anything you plan takes time. I tell people all the time, in starting a business, don't expect anything in the first few years. I would say the first 2 years. That's how most businesses fail. They expect, their anticipation is way too high. You set your standards and your goals way too high. Most of the time in business, your first year, your second year is every profit should be reinvested back into your business. So I don't know when you should shut your doors, I guess, because I wouldn't. If it's yours, I mean, what's the alternative? The alternative is going back to a 9-to-5, working for someone else and making them rich, or your alternative is figuring out how to maneuver against your situation that you have. 9 times out of 10 is probably something that you're doing wrong. Like I said, how do I get to do everything? I work. Listen, I work smarter. I don't work hard at all. People are like, how do you do it? When do you sleep? When do you eat? When do you? So I work smarter. I don't work harder at all. So I don't know when it's time to close. I guess everyone is different. But I won't close none of my businesses ever. Ever. I might take a break and I might pause for a while and regroup, depending on the economy. Like right now, the situation with the whole COVID and warehouses and things is shut down. So am I focused on like the T-shirts and stuff like that? Absolutely not. Will I shut it down? Absolutely not. But I will readjust and I will maneuver and do other things that's beneficial. But close, that's too much like giving up to me.
That's not an option. That's not an option. Okay, Leonard, let me come to you, and I want to ask you the same question. Been in business for a long time, been very successful in business, but now it appears everything is falling apart. It's not going the way you're actually at the point now where you're losing money. How do you know when it's time and that particular venture that you was on has run its course and it's time to close the doors? Can't hear you, Leonard. Hold on.
I like Tawanda's response. If you got to remember my function. If you're a business owner, you come to me and you say, I want to close it's time for me to close my business and blah, blah, blah. You know what I do? I help you close it. If that's what you want to do. Because one thing I can guarantee you, if you don't want to do it, it ain't going to be successful.
Yeah.
If you're finished, you're done.
The effort's not in it.
Don't even waste no more time and money if you're not going to do what it takes to make it profitable. It's like Tawanda said, there's like I don't market my business. I do referral only for periods of time. So it's when I have the ability to do what I need to do, I do it. It's not that I always have to do this or do that. I do it because I can. I started off when I was really young doing things like tutoring and things like that. And so I would tutor mostly adults returning to education, and I would meet people in school who did not grasp subject matter as quick as I would. So a lot of times the teacher would say, okay, get with him, and she would do it for me. She would say, if you need to write, if you have issues writing, she would say, get with Leonard. He can work something out with you. And even with getting into civil rights and things like that, it was bringing what I know to that environment to improve organizations, to make it, to streamline, make them more efficient to deal with, and things of that nature. So to me, with what I do, it's always based on what the person desires. What do you want to do? Like I say, if you want to close, I'll help you shut it down. I'm not a motivator. I'm a consultant. So you bring to me what you want to happen.
Let me ask you this question, and I appreciate what you just said. I'm not a motivator. I'm a consultant. I appreciate that part. But if you know that the person may be making a mistake in closing their doors, would you at least, man, look, do you sure you thought about this? Are you sure this is what you want to do? Would you at least go that far, or you just say, okay, let's just go ahead and close the door? What would you do?
I wouldn't. Personally, I wouldn't. Because that's not my function. Because I'm not going to babysit your business for you. I will help you do what you need to do to get it going, to keep it going. Closing is easy. I mean, that's not a big deal. I mean, you can close today if you want.
That's the giving up part that, you know,
if you give up, and it's not so much as giving up. And I look at it from a business standpoint. If you just simply can't do it, you figure it out, you can't do it. You know,
they can't do it, Leonard, because like I said in the scenario I put out there, they've been very successful in it. But you know, now it's turned. There's been a shift, and maybe they just didn't shift with the times. Like Tawana said with the T-shirt business that she has, she's not closing the doors. She knows there's a pandemic going on right now. And she's shifting with the pandemic, and then when the time is right, she's gonna go back in there, and hit that open sign, and back to business.
There
So
may be
maybe
some
some.
things you can do to restructure. You may need a
Yeah.
business realignment.
Yep. There you go. There you go.
You may need a new strategy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
that's what you would have to come to me and want.
Or go back to that business plan. Maybe you got off.
Maybe you missed something. Yeah, maybe you missed something. You can
Yeah.
always do it better. You can
Mhm.
always do it better if you want to. Especially if it's your dream, you got to
Mhm.
put 100%.
Yep. 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. Again, 678-381-1973. The phone lines are open. Anna, what's on your heart? This person want to give up their business. They want to close the doors. Time has got a little rough. Time got a little hard. Do you tell them to close the doors, or do you try to advise them to push a little further?
Well, see, I'm with Leonard on that. That's not my place to get into. However, what I will do is I will refer to somebody who might know, like say with something like radio, I would refer them to you. Something that I know is consulting, maybe you should try this. I can probably refer them to Leonard. Somebody who's had some type of home business, such as a t-shirt business, whatever, I would refer to Tawanda. She's been able to pull through even through the pandemic. Obviously, she's doing something right, you know? So it's just a matter of, are you willing to listen? You know, because you can refer me, Anna, look, I think this person will be able to help. And I'm going to listen and be like, okay, is this something that will work for me? But if you're one of those stubborn people, there's nothing none of us can say that will help you at all. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to close doors, then just close doors. I mean, that's how I feel about it. You're the one. So it's your passion, right? It's what you wanted. Like there's something I have a passion for that I'm working on now. That's what I really want. And there's a few other projects that I do on the side, but this one is what I really want. I don't want it to fail, but if I can use advice from all of you guys, look, Anna, I would change this. This will help you. To me, you guys, I don't think you guys would be telling me things to hurt me. I don't think you guys would be telling me things to want to have what I have. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't your idea. You don't care for it. Like, I don't, with all due respect, Raheem, I love what I do with Raheem, what, he mentors me on, but I don't want to do what he does. Do you guys know how hard that man works? Y'all don't see it, but I stand there and I watch and I'm like, I can't, that phone is off the chain. I don't have time for that. Like, I have things to do with my day. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to find people around you too that aren't trying to take what you have. Everybody knows that Kurt is my right-hand man with the organization. He doesn't want half of the stuff that I do. He calls me and he's like, look, this is going on. How do you feel about this? Do you want to handle this? Or I'm referring you this person. He doesn't want that responsibility. It's too much, So that's somebody who does it because they want to help. They want to learn. They want to do it. Not because trying to steal the spotlight.
Mm-hmm. And let me go, Kurt, man, the way the screen is set up, man, I don't know how long you've been sitting down. How long you been here, man?
What's up, Kurt?
Kurt, yeah. Kurt, how long you been in the green room?
About 30 minutes.
Good Lord. See, I ain't know you got. I looked down. I said, man. I said, okay, that's Kurt. That's why I pull you in, man. I apologize to you, brother. I apologize, Kurt. Said, man. No. But why don't want?
He's like, I'm doing work.
I figured I just wait my turn, brother.
Huh?
I just wait my turn, brother.
No, man. I didn't see you, brother. It certainly, I just want to let you know it certainly was not intentional. I ain't see you there, but we're talking about right now. What we're talking about business, and this is Black Friday. And if a person has a business, they've been in business for a long time, and they were very successful at the business for a while, but then all of a sudden something shifts, and they're not as successful in the business as they used to be, and they come to you. They say, "Well, Kurt, man, look, I think it's time for me to close my doors." First, what is how do you know it's the right time to close the doors? And would you try to talk them out of there? Because they've been very successful with this thing before. So would you try to talk them out of closing the doors and pushing just a little further? What would Kurt do?
I would allow for them to choose their own. I would allow for them to choose their own fate. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, I'm more the one that would be like, well, hold on. I mean, have you took a look at the books? I would probably give a bunch of suggestions. Is this really what you want to do? Is this really in your spirit to do that? You know, do you have? What are you doing after this? What, are you just going to chill out and just? Because it's for some people, you know, for some people, running a business just gets tiring, like anything else, and they just like, you know what? I've made the money I was going to make, and they're going to sit down. You know what I mean? But I would probably be the one that would be like, well, what's your motives behind doing this? Like, what's going on? And, you know, man, I'm just tired. I need a break or whatever. I might even be the one to say, well, why don't you let your kids come in and take over? Why don't you let somebody you trust take over? And you just get a residual income from the business. But sometimes you know, I'm reminded of that old Kenny Rogers song. God know when to hold them.
Know when to fold them.
Know when to walk away. No.
Kenny Rogers died recently, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. About he's so crazy, Leonard. I swear.
He did. I just remember the headline.
You see, I just seen that man. That man
he folded them.
But yeah, man. I mean, when you think about it, man, sometimes, you know, sometimes when it's time to go, it's time to go. Like I remember being at University of Syracuse, and one of my professors, he sold his business. He sold his business for like almost 10 billion. Like, you know, I love the business. He was making like 10 billion was nothing.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I pulled him to the side after class. I said, man, you was making all this money, you know, you sold a business for just 10 billion. He was like, you know, Curtis, he said, I just didn't want to do that business anymore. I wanted to move on to something else. So yeah. I don't think I would try and talk him into staying, because you don't know what's going on while he's selling.
And Kurt, the first part of the broadcast we talked about, Kurt, you want to start your own business. You want to start your own business. You want to be the boss. You're tired of the way everybody else is doing things. You're tired of working up under somebody. You want to be the boss. How important is it for Kurt that you go out there and get a mentor in whatever business that you're going into, or is it important at all?
You know, having a mentor is very important. I'm still looking for one.
Or did Denzel say he's gonna call you next week? But go ahead.
Man, I wish he would. Mr. 150 takes. Having a mentor, man, can really help you from seeing the from having the pitfalls that you like. Certain businesses, you're gonna automatically have certain pitfalls. It's just a guarantee. I don't care if you got a mentor or no. But there's certain pitfalls, there's certain pitfalls that you're gonna have that could truly have been avoided altogether had you had a mentor, or like Leonard, a consultant that would already tell you, okay, now you step your foot in that water and that dirt and you're gonna come out with mud. So you know, it is crucial to what you're trying to do, especially if you're trying to do a business and have some longevity. You're just trying to do a business and you're trying to get it running, you know, make some money so that you can sell it in 3 years. Yeah, having a mentor may be good. You might want a mentor that is like an angel investor or a crown funder or something like that. You might want to have a mentor that's already gotten the idea that once we get this business popping, you're going to sell it. But if you got a business and you talking about having some longevity, I would recommend it.
Exactly. Tawana, what's on your heart?
Oh, I agree. I mean, I agree with everybody 100%. Like, I'm not. It's a big misconception of with mentors and whatever you want to call them. Like, I'm not your friend. I'm not. I'm here to do one job and one job only. We are not mental health crisis workers. We are not none of that kind of stuff. And I think people get it confused. We are here specifically for one reason and one goal. And that's to make sure that you accomplish the goals that you set out to accomplish. And people get that so confused because they think that, oh, you can have side meetings about what's going on. No, I'm not here to convince you to do anything that you are not mentally capable and think that you can be capable of. That's something that you need to talk to a counselor. We are not dumb. It's something that if something is going on, then maybe you need mental health counseling. Who knows? Or whoever. That's not our job to do. Our job is
are you saying they're crazy?
Oh, wait. Why does mental health? Don't you go
there. I'm just picking. Don't you go there.
No, wait a minute. Back up. Because see, this is the problem that Black people have. Because anytime we say anything about mental health, we automatically assume that it's crazy. And this is why we got so many Black people that don't get mental health treatments because they don't want to be labeled as crazy. So where does the craziness come in with mental health?
Well, like I said, when I threw it out there, I was saying it as a joke, but there is a lot of people on the reality of the side. There's a lot of people that equate those two things together. They say you got to go in there and sit on that, lay on that man's couch. Something must be wrong with you. And a lot of people in our community really feel, and that's why they don't go get the help because they don't want to have that label placed upon them that they're crazy.
It ain't just some people right here. It ain't just some people.
No, you're absolutely right.
Why you think you see so many of them police? Come on. I mean, let's keep it real. Like, you know, the squad get nervous. Listen, I got a couple friends. They not only police, some of them knockers, some of them FBI agents. I got family fed. All right. Folks in your squad get nervous when they see you walk in that shrink office. Don't get that twisted.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So, you know, the stigma of mental health, as crazy as this may sound, and I work in the mental health field every single day. The stigma in mental health is so debilitating that it creates a mental health environment.
Yes, it does. It does.
Creates. I don't know how to put it, man. I don't know. Leonard, help me out here.
No, but see, the reality of the thing is,
DeMarco, help me out.
Check this out, y'all. Everybody, the reality of the situation, and I hate that. I really hate that it's like this, and I barely ever use the word hate, but I don't like the fact that it's like that because people equate it. They say if you got to go in there and you have to go sit on somebody's couch or have counseling with somebody. Man, look, I got a lot of friends. Kurt is one, and he I know he will co-sign me on this right here. A lot of counselors need counselors.
I've been in therapy 15 years.
Counselors, if you're a counselor, let me. Okay, here's the disclaimer, y'all. All right. If you are in counseling and your counselor does not have a counselor, please take your money.
Yep. Come on.
And never ever go back again.
Yeah.
Telling y'all, listen, it is. And Raheem, I'm glad you brought that up, bro. Leonard, I'm glad you chimed in. Think about this. Let's say the average counselor has a caseload of 30 clients. 15 of those clients are intensive inpatient clients. Another 10 of those clients are intensive outpatient clients. And then the other 5 is just the other 5 is just like outpatient. Okay. Now you got 2 intensive situations where one is 15 clients, the other one is 10. That's 25 people intensive. So that therapist has to have 25 sessions with people who are suffering from intensive mental health issues.
Yes,
If
sir.
they don't have a therapist, their therapist is going to be the bottle, a bag of marijuana.
I'm gonna tell you something even more hilarious than that. And I tell people all the time, I speak for mental health and things like that as well. Like I said, I have an excellent counseling therapist. I've been with her for 15 years, but it's so funny you said that when Kurt was talking about how many people that therapist has to see. You know what else is funny? Is when you in the waiting room sitting around all them crazy people.
Right.
Sometimes I make an appointment and I want to know when can I come in, but I don't want to come in on that day when the bus drop them off. I don't want to come to the office on that day when the bus drop them off. What day do I need to go?
Hold on. See what you just did. See, we done got off.
I'm telling you because I know, and anybody who is in therapy is laughing right now because you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
But you know what? I wanted to say one thing real quick before I go, because I'm about to leave to go to work. Because I was on vacation last week and I was able to stay with you guys all the time and I loved it. Make sure you call in, guys, 678-381-1973. We're talking about Black Friday and mental health. Mental health is very important, y'all, for all people and all kinds. And it's so funny because I work in a clinic where we have behavioral health specialists and a psychologist there. And it is so funny that I don't see us going, and because we feel like it's a stigma. We feel like you crazy if you go, but sometimes you crazy if you don't go. Because we have some things in our society that makes it necessary for us to lay down on a couch. I know me, I have 4 kids. I almost gave myself an extra one. I have 4 children, all in teenagers and younger. So I need to lay down on somebody's couch and say, whoo, I need some help.
Look at no.
If y'all don't go see a counselor, turn into the Morning Glow. We'll counsel you. And don't forget about Sister to Sister on July 1st. We got something for you.
Christy, you say you want to go to that couch and get some counseling. You want to go on that couch, lay down and get some sleep, girl. You trying to get a nap. You trying to get a nap. Stop playing. You know, people talking to you, and you sitting over there snoring. You're in the snow section talking about. Hey, look, we got quite a few people on the phone line. Donna Tucson,
I love you, y'all.
Love you as well, sis. Donna Tucson, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we hear you. It's a little muffled though, brother. We can hear you. Are you in the closet? You like that Tommy, like that prank? You in the closet, brother? Man, cut it out, man. he on there whispering. Huh? Man, look here. I'll send the law. I'll send the law. That's all he talking about. He in the closet talking about, I'll send the law. Well, listen, what do you say?
I got all these voices in my head.
Exactly. What's going on? Talk to me, brother. What's on your heart?
Look at me. There's a difference in mental health and cray-cray.
Lord, did he say cray-cray? Did he say cray-cray? Lord, my Jesus. Okay. What's the difference, brother?
I thought about it.
And Annie coming to you next, Annie. Coming to you next, Annie.
Just need somebody to help, somebody to talk to. Mental health needs somebody to really get them through it. Cray-cray.
Ain't no help.
That's a whole different. That's like baby mama drama.
Oh Lord. Think Donald won't? You think Donald won't wait? Lord, my Jesus.
Look, but even take this route. Now, when Bishop was on here, because he back me up with this. Even pastors. If a pastor don't have a pastor, you need to get you another pastor.
Yeah.
Because he needs some direction. Because check this out. Every member he got whispering in his ear. And he's trying to deal with it, his life and everybody else's life. And he needs somebody to say, hey, man, come over here. Let me talk to you. And so mental health, you know, I at one time had my own personal, he was kidding, but I would go to him because he was a psychiatrist. And I got 3 sessions. I miss him because I need to talk to somebody right now.
Right now. And see, and that's the thing right there, man. It's so very important to have that outlet. It's very important to have that outlet. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Annie?
Hi, yes, I'm sorry I had you on mute. Yes, this is Annie from Mississippi.
Hey, Annie from Mississippi. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. How are you guys doing?
Doing well, doing well. We're talking about, you know, this is Black Friday, and we're talking about several different things. Excuse me. We're talking about first. We started off talking about well, we were talking about the mentor, having a mentor. How important it is if you're going into business to have a mentor? What do you say to that? Is it important that you have a mentor?
In business?
Yes. If you want into business, you want to be the boss. But, you know, and some people say, I don't want a mentor because I don't want nobody taking the lead. I want to run my own business. But is it important that you go out there when you're first getting started and you have a mentor and have one that you can go back to along the course?
Well, I would say, you know, it's important, but not, you know, not extremely necessary. But it is important to have someone that have been out there for a moment that can show you all the do's and don'ts. And because when I stepped out into business, I was turning all my income into the government. I turned everything in every month. And a lady told me, she said, stop turning everything in. You know, I know that may be illegal, but you know, she said, you don't have to turn every single thing in because I want to do it the right way. But there are, you know, so it is important to have someone that you can go to that can show you the ropes, because being in business, stepping out in business is major. It is major. You are walking by faith. You are walking by faith because you don't never know how it's going to turn out. You don't never know who's going to support you. You know, so you know, it is good to have that person out there that's going to show you the ropes. And I wanted to talk a little bit about, you guys are talking about mental health.
Yes.
In these times that we're in, it is very important to have someone to talk to because we all deal with some form of anxiety. I believe that. We have our own issues going on. I don't care how pretty we look on the outside or how well we speak. We still have things going on in our lives. So it is very important to, you know, to have someone to go to and talk things over with. Because, you know, I mean, it's key right now. Many people are dealing with many issues. Everyone, not many, everybody's dealing with something. So it is very important because you don't always have a person in your circle that you can talk to. I mean, people in my circle, I wouldn't dare tell certain things to.
Yeah.
I can tell what I really, really feel because of, you know, when you get mad, you remind me of that one thing. So I don't need you, you know, I don't need to tell you all of that. But if you find a friend that you can talk to, consider yourself blessed. If you have a leader that you can talk to, consider yourself blessed because it is very important to have that in these days and times.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anna, what's on your heart? Everybody mute your line. We got some background noise coming through. Everybody mute your line for me so we can get rid of that background noise, and I'll come to everybody in just a second. Go ahead, Anna. What's on your heart?
I'm just taking in a lot of what you guys are saying, and it's true. We all need somebody. Look, you guys, and all joking aside, you know, with what Leonard said and everything, I go see a counselor once a week, a psychologist. It's not going to kill you. Sometimes we just got to let things out. Okay, so I'll start off there. And when it comes to the business aspect of it, I'm taking everything that each and every one of you guys are saying in, especially with what my daughter has going on, because I want her to succeed at what she's doing. She's sitting right here. She's listening to everything that you guys are saying because she wants to learn and she wants to be able, this is AKA y'all's niece, she wants to be able to succeed at what she's doing, you know, she doesn't know where to go from here, but I thought you did great, man. To sell out on the first day, you're doing it, girl. You know.
Exactly. Keep doing what you're doing, though, girl. Keep doing what you're doing. We're proud of you. We definitely proud of you. Hey, Leonard.
Yes.
What's on your heart, brother? Man, go ahead with that, man.
I'm just sitting here, you know, the conversation went another way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's good for people, especially I was just thinking about choosing a therapist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like the brothers have said, it's not that it's a difference between, you know, you out of control, delusional, and all those types of things. There's different levels. I've been going to therapy to make sure that my responses and that my behavior is always rational.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, when dealing with racism and PTSD and things of this nature, you have to learn the balance. So this is why I do the things I do to balance myself, to contribute to positive change, to focus all my skills and talents on positive change. Because I'll be candid and share with you. My first emotion is to destroy my enemies. I used to couldn't tell you. I couldn't sit across from you and you call me the N-word because I may come across that table and beat you to death.
Mm-hmm. When you said my first impulse was to destroy you, Anna, she was looking at you. Just, oh, what?
And that's why, you know, it's. But see, if you don't know, that's going to be a problem.
Yes.
I know the anger associated with being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
My natural response is to defend myself.
Absolutely.
You may hear something from a person and say, oh, I'm going to just let it go. I need this job. I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to whip somebody's past.
Pretty much.
We know Leonard is like that too. We know there's no chance. It's over for them.
So I practice peace.
Leonard is a Pisces. Leonard is a Pisces like me. Like me. We have zero tolerance for BS. I'm telling you.
Look at
zero.
Leonard ain't gonna hurt nobody. Leonard ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Well, like I said, I never want to hurt anybody.
The devil is a lie.
And that's why I started going to counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did not want to have that constant feeling of wanting to hurt someone when it comes to this issue.
Watch this, Kurt, from the counselor side of you, man. What are you hearing in that, man? What are you hearing, Kurt? Let me hear what you're saying, Kurt. Hold your head up, man. Don't go hiding, man. What are you doing, Kurt?
No, I'm listening to you. I'm being a counselor. Leonard has moved with his therapy to greater levels of growth.
Absolutely.
I
don't know, Leonard, are you froze, Leonard? I'm moving.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It's called discipline.
Okay. I was like, man, Leonard over there, he listen. Okay, you better not say nothing wrong, Kurt. You better not say nothing wrong, Kurt.
Lord have mercy.
You better not say nothing wrong. I'm listening at you.
Kurt can't say nothing wrong.
In counseling, the person being counseled, I hate to call them clients, but the participant, come in the door one way. And as counselors, we don't change nothing. All we do is provide tools to go in a person's social toolbox, so that whenever they find themselves in a situation, they can just reach in their toolbox and get whatever they need to prevent them from squeezing the trigger, in so many words, or from existing in that trigger. Leonard is a really good example of there's a TV show that Showtime does called Billions, and it's about.
I gotta watch that.
Have you watched it yet?
My friend told me I should watch that show.
You really should watch the show because it's about a guy who was like myself, like Raheem, like Leonard, like Anna, who started in a business from the ground floor and became this multi-billion billionaire through the stock market or whatever. But I say watch the show as we talk about therapy and stuff like that, because the dynamics of the show. In his business, he makes it fully evident that I cannot do what I do if I don't have this therapist sitting down on the first floor. And her sole job, right, is to guess what? Always have an open door policy.
Yeah.
So what you see during the show is you see, when you working in stocks and bonds and trades and all that, you got so many different characteristics and so many different issues going on. You got substance abuse, you got all kinds of things going on that those people need a therapist right at that moment. They don't need to be able to, can I come in next Thursday at 8? No, they may need to be seen triage type scene. You know what I mean? So, but if you really watch the show, you'll catch on to just how important the therapist can be. And last but not least, y'all really do your homework, especially if you're running a business and you get a therapist. Find out who this therapist is. That same therapist can sink you and or sink your business. You see what I'm saying? Like, they got to be on point with understanding what your business is, what you're trying to do, who you are, because that therapist is going to find out your most vulnerable. He or she is going to find out where you are most vulnerable. He or she is going to find out where you are most.
Kurt, let me ask you this. Let me. I don't mean to. Let me ask you this, because I don't know why this came into my spirit, man. But, and I know there's no cookie cutter answer to this, but men, are we more comfortable with a man or a female therapist?
Men?
Yes.
This is just my opinion. I don't know the scientific data on it. I think all of us are more comfortable with a female therapist. I just do. Wow. I think women, and this is not a chauvinistic statement. Please, nobody, don't take it like I'm saying you supposed to be barefooting in the kitchen, because
they need therapy.
Send the email to Curtis.
Go get therapy.
You know what I mean? But I think women have a tendency to make greater therapists, to become greater therapists, because they inherently and naturally have a greater need to nurture a situation.
Mother to mother?
Yeah. If you want to call it that, but I don't want to minimize what a therapist do. Because the things that I have noticed and that bothers me is that up until recently, and I just seen this yesterday, our homeboy Raheem finally gave them some recognition, Craig Melvin.
Okay.
Such as myself, Leonard, Anna, Rashid, Frank, we finally getting recognized as essential personnel.
Yeah.
Because of the people that we have to deal with. So I think women inherently have a greater gene than men. That's not to say that men aren't good therapists. I just think sometimes human nature says that a man is quicker to show you tough love.
Yeah.
Right? And a woman is quicker to kind of look at the situation. And men are spontaneous, women are analytical. So a woman is a little more quick to say, hold on, you mad because you lost $1,000. You mad because you lost $100,000. Well, no, we're not going to talk about you losing $100,000. We're going to talk about why you lost the $100,000. Where man is, you lost $100,000. What? Come on, let's go get that. It's different. But I don't have any statistical data say that women are better than men and men are better than women. But from what
Okay.
I've seen, everybody that I have referred to for therapy or something like that, most of them, 8 out of 10 will say, I want a female therapist.
Yeah, good deal. Let me go to Andrea. What do you say to that? Excuse me. What do you say to that, Andrea?
Well, I just want to say, Mr. Kirk, I'm glad you have realized that women.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
And I don't have to say nothing else. No, I'm just saying.
I love her, man. I swear I love her. Her spirit is so awesome, man.
I just want to say I've been counseling my whole life. And it's just built up in a woman because we take a lot and we do a lot. And it's sad to say, but you have more women now who is actually the stronger one inside the household where there is a man present. And so that's stuff that's been birthed in us. And if you had any type of raising from a real mother, it's passed down to you. And that's just our nature. We're nurturers, we're lovers.
I'm gonna say this.
But you finna what, Raheem? You finna mute me already?
No, I'm not gonna mute you, not yet. But I'm not gonna co-sign you saying that because I know some real strong men out there. And
I do too.
Yeah, there are some weak men out there. There are some out there that's weak, but the ones in my circle, if they're in a household and they're the head of the household, they're the head of that household, and they're not
but
going.
That's so far and in between though, because the world is changing, Raheem. The world is not like it used to be. If you look, if you even go into the church now, you see more women than you do men.
Okay, well that's in the church.
Changing.
That's it. That's in the church. That's in that structure, and I'll grant you that in that structure. But but in the home front, a man is supposed to be the man. He's supposed to by design. Not saying that he's not saying that he's minimizing the woman and her role in her position, because we know women have a great position in the family, in the household, and all that. We know that. We're not gonna minimize that. But by design, a man's supposed to be if he's supposed to be a man.
By whose design?
How did the structure go, Leonard?
So you're saying that men don't have mental illness?
No, we don't. No. You're tying two different things together. That's not what I'm saying. What she said was in the household today, that women have taken a role that's been the stronger person in the household, and I can't agree with that.
Well, some people. I have this saying. I have this saying that I usually tell people, especially because I'm big on women's rights. Balls don't make you better.
Okay, that's fine. But at the same time, I'm one to deal with the facts of the matter. And I in my circle, my reality, and where I live, that's not the case.
I mean, what if your wife was a therapist?
Then she'll be a therapist. That don't mean that she's better or better at being a man than I am because she's a therapist.
I don't think she's ever trying to be a man, really. I think she's using her God-gifted talents to assist. One of the things I like about good women, because my therapist is my therapist for a reason.
Okay.
I've had other therapists. She's a female therapist.
Okay.
And one of the best things about her is she speaks in the same cadence and tone as my mother.
And that's what I said earlier. It's like
she's very calm,
exactly.
And she does that. But now let's see, this is the issue, and this is why we got so many problems in homes now. It's because this what is it called, machoism or whatever?
Had nothing to do with that.
Where one, if I confide in my wife has a way to speak to me that other people may not have to help me with certain things. She is my confidant. She is my best friend. She is there to provide the softer parts when I am so hard. Okay. It has nothing to do with me being a man, but it's being able to understand and be aware of everything. I've had a male counselor that it just didn't vibe right. Then I went to another counselor. She was a female, but then we had an issue that didn't go right. So it's not like I picked the right one right away. It took me a minute to find someone I was comfortable with, that I could trust, whose help I could really believe and use for myself. And at no point did she ever say to me that I should be this or I should be that because I'm a man.
See, We on two different boats, brother. We're on two different boats right now.
But you know, you
We're
can
not
be kind of chauvinist.
Never.
Come on, man.
Never.
You say some stuff that are so wild. I'll be like, did he just say that? And you think I'm wild? You think I'm wild?
Yeah. I do.
Let it is safe at birth.
And the reason why
Black girl power fan, bro.
No, okay, that's fine. You could be that, but at the same time, I'm more based on family, and I say within the family that the man is, and I don't know where you coming from, but in the word it says that the man is supposed to be the head. The
Well,
woman
he can be the head, but I'm gonna tell you, he gonna need somebody.
I never see you taking this thing and you turn it into a whole different thing. That's not. Never have I said that. What I said is even in the scripture, even in the word, and we are gospel station. Even in the word, it said that the man is the head of the household, that the woman is to help me. And God, I think God is so absolutely amazing. That maybe there's a reason why He made man first.
Well,
Now, if you're gonna say there's a chauvinist view on it, I don't know. My thing
Someone
is,
has to be first.
okay, and man was first.
Well, I get to God, I ask him, but I don't know if he really made that, clear.
You ain't gotta ask him who He made first. It's written.
But you sure have to. You gonna have to wait to talk to him about why.
I promise you don't have to ask him who He made first.
But he never said why.
Okay, now that may be a question you might want to ask him, but at the same time, He did make man first.
Yeah, something has to be first.
Okay, and something has to be second.
It's just the natural, nominal order of things.
Okay, and the order of things, the way God did it, He made man first, and He said, "I'm going to make you a help meet."
Yeah.
Okay, so if that be the case, then God has
I
a reason.
know some of y'all think y'all Adam. I know y'all do.
Adam? No, my name Raheem. Anna, what's on your heart? Anna, what's on your heart?
Raheem, what you're saying does make sense. Of course, the man's the head of the household. But I will say something, and I'm going to say,
thank you, Anna, woman.
And I'm going to say it. But Raheem, and I will say this too. And for all who don't know it, and I'm not going to go all into detail about everything in his household because of privacy reasons. But Raheem has a lot of women around him. Raheem is just the teddy bear when it comes to them. Okay, I've seen it with my own two eyes. So
you ain't got
all that, don't believe it. But
you ain't got to tell all that, man. You ain't got to tell all that. You ain't got to tell all that.
With that being said, I actually went to go see a male counselor, 2 male counselors before I found the woman counselor that I've had for 10 years. And when I did that, one of them told me to grow some, I'll give you guys a clean version.
Cojones.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm sitting here, I've been able to deal with a lot of it. I have some issues that we'll just say that I overthink things and I take them very personal, and I'll just leave it at that. Okay. And we'll just say that he just told me to grow some testicles, and I'm like, excuse me. And that was like the clean version. I told him, excuse me. And then he goes, well, yeah, because you're supposed to. And then I said, yeah, I don't think you're the counselor for me.
Right.
I need somebody a little more sensitive because I'm going through a lot right now. I'm sitting on your chair crying. And you're sitting here telling me to man up. What is that about? So I've had some really bad experiences with two, because I gave him more than one chance, 2 male counselors. I found this lady, and it broke my heart. She's leaving. She's moving to a different state. And I just found out this last Monday, I think, that she's going to a whole new state. And, I'm going to miss her tremendously. And because she understood, I could talk to her about anything. It's really hard for me to do that. That's why she's helped me out a lot, to where even in the radio, I can talk about things, because it's kind of therapeutic at the same time. But I'll tell you guys, man, when that guy told me that, I said, you need counseling. What would make you talk to a woman? What is your problem? So you guys, men need counseling as well. And sometimes Adam might have been made first for a Christian reason, But let me tell you one thing, that man had nothing of Christ, because what he told me, I was terrified. I never wanted, and then I said, well, let me try this one. That one was even worse. I don't even want to tell about the story. He was just, oh gosh.
Wow.
I'll stick to my women counselors and my women doctors. I'm okay.
Exactly. Now, Tawana, let me ask you this question, and I like to tie everything together as much as I can when I can. Do you think in business, do you think a business owner need to go to counseling?
Absolutely.
Tawanda?
Yes. What do you have?
Yeah. Do you think being a business owner, do you think they need counseling as well?
I mean, I don't think nobody can answer that question. It depends on what they're going through in their own life. No, not every business owner needs counseling. And no, not every individual needs counseling. It just depends on what traumatic events that you have or anything that you're going through. So I don't think that's a question that you can answer. Do you need counseling for going into business? Absolutely not. I mean, business.
Well, I think what I'm talking about, the everyday activity and the trial and the pressure and everything that goes along with being a business owner, because it can be a little traumatic sometimes. So do you think that person, that business owner, need to go down and sit on and lay on somebody's couch and just have a place of release, if nothing else, a place of release?
See, all of my businesses is fun to me. It's something that's fun, so I can't relate. But I would say that if your business stressed you out that much, that with nothing else going on, no other triggers, that just specifically your business is stressing you out to the point that you need to go and lay on somebody's couch, that maybe being a CEO or business owner might not be for you. Just might not be.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Donald, what do you say to that, Donald? Do you think a business owner needs counseling as well?
You know, I think that everybody has a counselor somewhere. Might be just a friend, might not be professional, but a rational person. You need that. You need another mind. Shame on the person that think they all got it all together. You're gonna bump your head.
Yeah.
I mean, really, every one of us has a point in our life that we go to somebody and say, "What do you think about
good.
what I'm trying to do? What do you think?"
Hi, you reached voicemail, Grab. Please leave the name, detail message.
Okay, good deal. Curtis, what do you say?
I wish you would get in touch with Bishop.
Yeah, he just called in. I missed it. I'll try to call him back. I'm gonna call him. Yeah, yeah. But Kurt, what's on your heart, man? A business owner, do they need counseling? If nothing else, and we certainly not gonna say for a mental situation, but maybe just for a release. What do you say to that, Kurt?
I think every person on the planet needs counseling.
Wow.
I think every person on the planet needs counseling, bro. For real. But especially every African American on this planet.
Kurt, that's powerful.
Every Latino on this planet. I don't care if they got so many different terminologies for the Hispanic community. It's ridiculous when, guess what? They all Africans. They speak Spanish. You want to call it Latino, Hispanic, Mexican, Guatemala. Listen, if you are a person of color, especially on this planet, there is a need for counseling, because no other people have been more denigrated, dehumanized, humiliated, exploited. Man, the list could go on and on.
May I say something?
Absolutely.
My brother Kurt, who has beautiful AJ in his life, when referring to us Puerto Ricans, a lot of us like being referred to as Taino, which is comes from the Taino Indians, because that is who we were, and that is who we were killed off as an entire race. Our whole race was killed off, and that's where the mixture comes in with our beautiful African roots and, you know, our Spaniard roots. So I just wanted to say that us Puerto Ricans, we love the Taino when we're called Tainos and not other nicknames that they have.
Exactly. Leonard, what do you say to that? Leonard, do you believe in your heart of hearts that everybody needs counseling?
Well, yes, and I want to go back to something that Toussaint said, because it's very true. I don't care what type of business. If you pick up a book and read something, you got it out of the self-help, but you're getting your counseling from the book.
Yes,
Most
true.
things about business and all the business books you read is really self-help. It's you're reading the book instead of going to a counselor. So starting a business, you have to have a certain aptitude. You can't get mad and fly off the handle, because guess what? Maybe you won't have customers if you don't need to know how to talk to people. Maybe you don't know how to talk. Like for instance, some people who, this thing in the African American community when it comes to business and Koreans. I could understand where people who had been to Korea and fought in the war would have these issues. But now you hate the Korean because he's in a business in your neighborhood for some reason, and you share these ideas or whatever. So now you're mad at the Korean. The Korean don't want to know why you mad, because all he's there is to bring products. But yet you think he should have some type of respect for your culture. He's a businessman. The closest he comes to your culture is knowing what you like to buy. So where's the hostility? Why do you feel like when you go in the store, you feel a certain way, as if you got some black people that are so crushed by racism, they walk into a Korean store and emotions come up in them from places that they have no idea. Brother, it's not normal to walk into a store and feel hatred towards the owner of the store. And you're still buying. That's something going on in your brain that you need to figure out. You may need additional help, but you can't carry this attitude into every store owned by a Korean. So there are a lot of things that business and that counseling could play a part in your business. There are some people who believe that, yeah, I'm gonna have a business for black people and blah blah blah, and then you get that business and you realize, hey, white money green too.
Yeah.
So you have to watch even your attitudes around the business that you have,
and not try to cuss everybody out.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people when you go into, they got a business, but they so rude.
Come on.
People with a business, like you got some black people with businesses think they doing you a favor. And then they saying that you don't support one another because your store is horrible, it stinks, and you don't have what I need. Now what are you going to do?
Did you say the store stink, Leonard?
Yeah, some of them stores stink. I don't go in them. If I go in your store and it stinks, if I smell dead fish, I'm not going to come there to buy my fish from you.
All the fish you buying are dead now, Leonard. If you go to the fish market.
Well, I'm just saying, how long has it been dead? You told me a truck come in every day. I'm looking at the fish on the ice. This joker been laying here for a minute.
He don't got comfortable, Leonard. He don't got comfortable.
That's all.
I get what the brother is saying. Too. From a counselor's perspective, that's
hostility, man.
That's called displaced anger.
Yeah.
And it's displaced.
Y'all on the road today. Y'all on the road today, boy. I tell you. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kurt.
It's displaced for several reasons. One is we would be remiss to not mention the fact that those people are being offered grants and gifts from state and local, I guess you can call it municipalities, that are not being offered to those folk who live in the communities. So that's number one. Number two, they're being offered certain tax exemptions that's not being offered to those that exist in those communities as well. What has happened is, here's the easy way for me to break it down. the people in the community, the money has been insourced while the business has been outsourced. And the frustration of those in the community has bubbled over because
Hey Kurt, what would you say? And we got two callers on the line. I'm going to go to the callers as well. But Kurt, what would you say? And I understand what you're saying, but what would you say, Kurt, to the people that say, well, just like they came in the community and started the business, you could have did the same thing?
No. I would say, please learn history.
Come on. Educate them.
These schools put the civics classes in real social study. Or actually, to be honest, in high school, there should be at least an intro to sociology should be a part of the history curriculum. Most of those people, when I say the money was insourced, yes, the money is in the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the businesses have been outsourced. If I got $150,000 in this community, right, that's circulating in this community, but then I outsource the owners of the business coming into the community, right? The people who live there who really does have business ideas or thinking about starting a business, they get bothered when they go down there and they apply for these loans and they get turned down. Or the banks won't get them loans. We are finding out that in the midst of this George Floyd thing, we are starting to find out that a lot of banks basically turned down African-American loans.
Yeah. Good deal. Let me do that. We got a couple of callers. I want to get to these callers as well. We got another caller from the 302 area code. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Greetings, family. This is John Carr out of Wilmington, Delaware.
Hey, John. How you doing, sir?
I'm cosmically outstanding today.
Hey, there you go. Hey, beautiful, brother. Beautiful. You've been listening for a while. You know where we are. Do I need to catch up to speed?
You can refer. I just caught on. I got on when Tawanda was stating what she was stating, and I heard Brother Kurt and the other brother and Sister Anna. So you can bring me up to speed a little bit.
Well, what we're talking about right now, we're talking about counseling and who needs counseling. And Kurt, he's actually a counselor. He said he feel like everybody needs counseling. Certainly everybody in the Black and Latino community needs counseling. And so we asked the question, if a person going to business, if a person is a business owner, do you think that individual, with all the trials and tribulations, not because they're crazy or anything like that, we're certainly not going to say that, but do you think with all the trials and tribulation that they go through in business, do you think they need to sit down and have some counseling as well?
Well, I have to agree with Tawanda on that aspect. It depends on if you have to counsel. Yes, counseling. We know that everyone's job load can be stressful, but initially, when you get into business, if you can't handle the load, you shouldn't get into it. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks that they should be in business, but that's not a reality.
Okay, but John, do you think sometimes you could go into business one way, but there could be a shifting, and the bottom at times could fall out, yes. and because of the fact that bottom fall out, a person is not really prepared to deal with that. So go ahead from that point.
Yes. With that being said, yes, everyone, including white folks, need counseling, but I have to stick with Tawanda on that. So many dynamics to it. You should not go into, as a human being, yes, but as a business person, you should seek counsel, because you might find in that counsel that you don't need to open up a business. This is why sometimes banks don't give individuals loans. It's not a good idea. You don't get the funding for it. So everyone does need counseling. Good deal. Counseling, everyone. I agree with Kurt. Everyone on the planet.
Good Lord.
But
okay,
that's true. I mean,
it's real in the field, bro. I'm telling you, it's real in the field, Raheem. Listen, Raheem. Raheem, I done seen it. Man, listen. I used to do counseling as substance abuse counselor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a dude, Raheem. The dude was I won't say his name, but this dude had a license in New York, Maryland, Virginia, California, Texas, and Florida, right? had offices in all
Good Lord.
these places, right? Listen, his caseload, you had to at least have 50,000 in cash just to come and see him. Notice I said just to come and see him. I ain't talking about he take the case. Listen, when you walk through the door, you better have a $50,000 check in your hand, right? This dude had lived his life as a recluse. Every time he shined was when he walked in the law and when he walked in the courtroom, right? Well, what happened was he didn't. I'll make sure I get this right. He wasn't equally yoked.
Okay.
One incident made him start thinking, if I would have, maybe I should have, maybe I could have. This whole thing altered. Now he's doing would haves, could haves, should haves. I missed it. For all that time that he was a recluse. Well, in the end, guess what? He lost every single office, all his money, all his houses, all his kids. Guess what he was doing for a living, Raheem?
What's that?
Hanging sheetrock. You see what I'm saying? In business, everybody want to believe. And if you can ever put yourself in a situation where your business is predictable, that could be a good thing. That actually could be a good thing. But it also could be a bad thing. The unpredictability of business, your business can shift at any given moment. So you need a therapist or a counselor just to be able to get you to understand, well, what if? What is your life going to look like with nothing?
Good deal. Let me do this, Craig. I got another caller. I want to touch this caller before we get out of here. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Bishop?
Hey, I'm here. I'm riding the car and the window was down. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. What do you think about what we're talking about right now? I know you've been listening in for a minute, brother. What's on your heart?
Well, I tell you, Kirk said, he feel like everybody needs counseling. You go into a business, you need counseling. You need to count up the costs. You're going through life issues and whatever it may be, you need someone to sit down and talk to you and try to talk senseless acts and or doing, some would say. And so I'm on board with all type of counseling. I have a degree in business. And sometimes, we want to go along and start a business, get things trying to move in our own direction. You have to have a plan in place. You have to have a business plan. And it's crazy. You want a business, what kind of assets do you have? What money do you have? Well, I'm trying to start a business and get money. What I have, my startup money is. So they want to look at a plan that you put in place. And then they'll ascertain to decide at that point where, this person is worth putting into. But society has a different mindset. Even though you have a great plan, you may have a few dollars. Because you're black, we're going to look at you with a microscope. And then we'll decide whether or not we want to give you money. You can come in Joe Blow White, ain't got nothing in place, ask for a loan, and hey, you good to go. So now I need some counseling so I won't have no hatred in my heart, like Kurt was saying. So I won't have no hatred in my heart towards the system. But you move forward. So I think everything is, everybody is on point. And I love when Leonard was talking about that fish. Oh my God, I was laughing.
But Bishop, let me ask you a question, Bishop. Did you just say Joe Blow White?
I heard that.
Did you say Joe Blow White and you get a loan?
Yeah, I said that.
Tell him, Bishop. Tell him. I ain't heard that term in a long time. My grandma used to say that. You go on acting like Joe Blow White if you want to. Turn you black.
Boy, he went way on down in the bucket for that one. Boy, he went in the bucket. Anna, you want to say something? Anna?
I wanted to wish each and every one of the guys in the nation, in the world, on this panel, especially to me, my father, my beloved other half, everybody. I wanted to wish all of you fathers, especially the excellent ones, a happy Father's Day. God bless each and every one of you guys, and thank you for being wonderful men to your children. That's so important.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Now, and I gotta ask you a question.
Yes.
And I want you to, and I want to hear your whole heart when I ask you this question. Okay. And why is there such a space, a certain gap? I heard you, Leonard. Why there's such a gap between Mother's Day and Father's Day? Now, mothers get the red carpet rolled out to them, and they get everything. Y'all get all these beautiful gifts. Y'all go out to dinner, everything. We might get a pair of socks or a tie.
So no. Let me tell you, I don't do that. Who gets the most specialist gift is my dad. That's my daddy. He gets the best gift ever from forever and ever. That's my dad. So he deserves that. And there's a special love I have for him. But I don't know why that gap is, but I do it for all the men in my life. I do something special for them, and whether it's cooking you breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then having you something nice, maybe giving you a gift card, because I'm not the best at choosing gifts. So I just give you a gift card. Go get something from Amazon. What?
Why do we have on Father's Day, they say we're gonna cook out and the fathers is be the one on the grill?
Because you like doing that. You guys be like, I'm gonna cook. Because y'all be like, I don't like the way you do it, so I'm gonna cook. Y'all have the, I think I'm the manpower thing. So that's y'all.
Hold on, Anna. Kurt. When are we gonna get pampered? Like on Mother's Day.
Anna, you know what you should have said, Anna?
What?
No. What a mute button. What a mute button. Let me mute it right there. There it is right there. Go. There it is right there. Cause we're gonna cut that off before we get started. Because we know you about to say something that ain't right, Leonard. You about to say something that ain't right. We're gonna mute your line right now. We're not gonna let you say it, brother. We're gonna mute your line.
You should have told him he is the head.
Oh, there go the mute button. I don't know how he did that. Boy, Leonard got some. He unmuted himself. Lord, my Jesus.
Yeah, leave him alone. I want to hear.
No, you don't. We'll talk off there.
He's laughing. I want to hear.
No. Kurt, now, Kurt, is there a we could even say a discrimination along the lines of Father's Day and Mother's Day? What do you say to that, Kurt? Do you feel my pain, brother?
I understand your pain.
Yeah,
I do. I understand your pain, and a lot of men. You speaking right now from a place that a lot of men won't speak from.
Yeah.
But a lot of men do feel like that, Anna. I mean, they do. A lot of men do feel like, we put all the energy, and it's probably because we men, so we have mothers too.
Hey, Kurt, she's not laughing at you. Leonard wrote something in the comment, man, and Leonard, boy, that's why we muted his mic right there. That's exactly why we muted his mic. But she not laughing. You're saying, man, she laughing at something else.
I can see what he. Man,
yeah. No, I'm not saying that for you. I'm saying everybody else. Listen, everybody else, audience can see.
Oh, okay. I ain't gonna tell everybody else what he said in that thing, but that's every year, all year, constantly. When you realistically think about it, man, I honestly believe that. And I hate to get all philosophical, but this is where I'm always at. I try and always stay here because it keeps me from literally taking my hands and going in somebody's yuck. Mm-hmm. But if you a man, it would be nice to be
come on,
more celebrated.
Come on.
And I hear people
on our day.
I hear people say all the time. With all due respect, I hear people say all the time, "Oh, what you being celebrated for? You doing what you supposed to do." Well, guess what? As a woman, a mother, why we celebrating? You doing what you supposed to do. If I was if I
Hold
want to
on.
be.
Let's not go too deep here because I think this is gonna be our topic for Monday. I think this is gonna be our topic for Monday. Mother's Day versus Father's Day. I think this is gonna be our topic for Monday. I think that's what we're gonna talk. Go ahead, Anna. Quick.
I got something to say, and this is to all women out there, and I say this sincerely from the bottom of my heart. When your man goes out and he works and does the best that he can, and this is especially for us women of color because we have a tendency of not appreciating as much as we should, okay, or not showing. We appreciate, just not showing our man that love, okay. I want you ladies to remember, sometimes if you just send your man a simple text, I just appreciate you, I love you, and that does something for him that just lets him know, man, I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Just little texts like that. Doesn't have to be that one in particular. Just thank you for being the man that you are in our lives. Men love that because it gives them that protection, that thing that they want to feel. So sometimes it's not necessarily to me about a Father's Day, Mother's Day thing. I don't care about holidays. I'm not one of those fans of holidays anyhow. However, just to do that for your man, and I say this as a woman, it just makes all the difference. Just try it out. Try it out one day and watch his response. When you do it, watch his response. And he'll be like, woo! And you know the rest. Y'all know the rest. It's history for married couples.
Absolutely. AJ, you want to say something over there?
I do. Hello, everyone. And
how you doing?
I have to go to work. But Curtis has been working from home since March. And I come home and I do not have to cook. The house is clean, the clothes are washed. I don't have to do a thing. A couple of weeks ago, I just felt like my way to show him my appreciation. I took him shopping online and I bought him things that he wanted just to say thank you.
That's good.
And yeah. And it's things like that. Like you don't have to wait for Father's Day to show your appreciation. It's at any day.
There you go. See, we want this is what we want you to do, AJ. We want you to bottle that and send that to every household in America, so everybody will be able to do some of that right there. Because we want love too. Now Leonard, don't send it to Leonard house. No, because Leonard, don't.
Leonard got a heart too. He would like it too. He would like it.
Don't send it. Do not send it to Leonard house. As a matter of fact, send me two, because Leonard, send me two.
He want two.
Hey, some of the things Leonard said got me thinking Debo standing right next to him, like it's right.
Don't send Leonard nothing. Don't send. As a matter of fact, this is what I want you to do. Send Leonard an empty one.
I'm so used to coal in my stocking.
Hey, that's a no one. That's a no one to go over there.
But happy Father's Day, everyone. I got
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Andrea, what's on your heart? Andrea? Oh, I think we might have lost Angela. Let's go to Tawanda. What do you say to that, man? No, Tawanda, we don't get treated fairly.
I don't have nothing to say about that.
See.
However, you guys can make sure that you check out because we're covering a docuseries. I'm covering a docuseries for police brutality. And make sure that you check that out. Also, the Tea with T, we're gonna bring back the Black Table, which we was doing last year. So just make sure CPTV has donated an endless amount of time, so make sure that you guys check them out too and support them, because it's to pull off the docuseries, it requires a lot of time. They've asked for nothing in return, other than how can they support and be the platform. So we're going to cover
police brutality stories. I have no in.
Hello, Tawanda. Okay, I think we lost her for us. Hopefully she'll be back in a second. We lost her. Who else do we have on the phone line? Let's go to Bishop. Bishop, are we being treated fairly?
Repeat what you said.
Are we being as men? Are we being treated fairly? Father's Day, Mother's Day. Come on now, Bishop. Come on now, Bishop. Ain't number one truth. Ain't number one truth. Let's tell it, brother. Ain't number one truth.
I know ain't number one truth, man. I got women on the line. So I'm gonna be very, very. I respect women to the utmost.
Okay.
Now, for mama.
Are you being scared right now, Bishop? No, I ain't never seen you being scared.
No,
now.
man, I ain't scared of nothing, man.
Okay, well, go ahead on, poke your chest out and say what you got to say, man. Stop playing. Say it.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Happy Father's Day.
Don't let Raheem mess y'all up. Don't.
I know, man.
Don't let Raheem mess y'all up.
Nah, man. You know,
I am treated very well. I am treated very well on Father's Day.
Look here, that's why you getting an empty bottle. That's why you getting an empty bottle. Pound your chest, Bishop. Pound your chest. Say it, man. Say it. Do we get treated fairly?
I'm okay.
Do we get treated fairly? Do they treat us bad? Okay, he's a happy
I ain't
father.
on that team. I ain't on that team.
Bishop knows that somebody may be listening.
Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Look, I got a ram in the bush. Because I know this fella here gonna tell the 100 absolute truth. Donald Toussaint. Talk to me, Donald. Father's Day, Mother's Day. Come on, Donald. Come on.
Don't you let Leonard get you in trouble.
No, Raheem is the one that gets you in trouble. I'm the one that help you out of trouble.
Donald, come on, Donald. Ain't number one truth, brother. And we stand on the side of the truth. Like Esther said, tell the truth, and the truth shall set me free. Go ahead, tell the truth and set them free.
Let's run there and be real free.
Let's talk about it Monday. See after you get your sock anytime.
Okay, you want to wait till Monday? Okay, because I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
I think there's a total
after you get your sock and your tie. If you get that, then let's talk about it.
A sock and a tie. Now he didn't even say pair sock. He said a sock. He said once you get your sock. He didn't say pair sock. He said once you get your sock and your tie.
Why Raheem always try to start a fight?
I'm just the question asker, brother.
Yeah.
I'm just the question asker.
You hop along.
With one sock on, hop along. Exactly. That's how it's gonna be. And I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
Man, you know, Raheem reminded me of that boy when we were in school, and he'll cross the line. I dare you to cross that line.
Exactly. That's Raheem. That's who Raheem is. That's Raheem.
Nah, man, look, I'm just the question asker, brother. I'm just the
baddest one hit my hand. That's Raheem. Baddest one hit my hand.
My thing is you ain't got to give us the same amount of it. Get us half of what you give your mama. Just give us half. We'll be happy with half. And we'll work our way up to the equal part. But just give me half. But I got 4 daughters. Y'all listening? Give me half of what you gave your mama. Man, look here. Man, they said the mama got money, got all kind of gifts and all kind of stuff. I just want half.
So I'm saying you way up there as the head. You got to talk to the feet and the hands and the, and the legs and the arms.
Oh, you gonna do it like that? Okay.
And I got the chest and all that.
And then want to go fishing this morning, man.
I got something else, I think.
Okay. Anna, what's going on at 3:00 today? Hold on. We're gonna let you pray us out, Anna. We're gonna go. Let's go to Kurt because Kurt gonna do it in an advertiser voice. Go ahead, Kurt. Hit it, brother. What's going on at 3:00 today?
Today, 3:00. Today at 3:00. If you wish to listen to this show in its entirety, you can just go on www.dkmradio.com and listen to the show in its entirety at 3:00 today. www.dkmradio.com
or www.dkmmediagroup.com.
Absolutely. Now, Anna, we're gonna get you to pray us out today. Pray us out, sis.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this wonderful show. Thank you for everything that you do, and let it be heard worldwide that maybe it affects or it helps someone in a positive manner. I hope that each and every guy around the world has a wonderful Father's Day, and I pray for peace, especially with this COVID-19 and these protests going on around the world or around the nation. God bless each and every one of you guys. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. We're about to get out of here. And don't y'all forget, man. First, don't forget Juneteenth. That's the day that if there was an activity or something going on in your city, town, or somewhere close by, if you can make it, go out there and celebrate with us. I'm actually gonna go there. There's one in Lawrenceville. So people that's in this area, I know Lawrenceville is having a parade today. And
Can I ask something real quick? If people don't know where to find this information at, can you guys give this information out? Like I know of one going on in Anniston only because I know Rico. Can you guys tell us how to get this information in case there's people that are interested in going?
Anybody know of any? I know.
What I'll do is I'll forward. If I
hold on. I know there's one in Lawrenceville that's going on today. There's
What time is that at?
That starts at about 9:30. I think they said 9:30. So I'm going to head up and go straight over there now. But go ahead, Leonard.
There are different ones going on in different parts of it, different parts of Atlanta. As I get like little posters and things like that, I'll send them to the page.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'll send them to the page.
Mm-hmm. Good deal. Good deal. Kurt,
thank you.
What y'all got going on up that way?
For Juneteenth?
Yes.
You know, Raheem, I'm just gonna be honest, man. I have really not been paying attention, because this city is a really, I don't know how to put it. Everything that's probably going on is probably going on over on the avenue, over on Pennsylvania Avenue. They probably got some things going on at the harbor, but a lot of people in this city scared right now, man, because they really trying. I'm telling you, man, like you think you seen riots with Watts and Minneapolis, and now when this city riot, they go to a whole other extreme, brother. So I haven't heard anything specific. I know this will be the first year as far as for Father's Day that we bring back the annual Father's Day neighborhood barbecue. This will be the first year since the last one we did, where what was the father of our neighborhood died at the barbecue. So it's like 4 years, like 3 or 4 years since we did it. So if any of y'all is in Baltimore, anybody that's listening to this show from East Baltimore, and y'all know about Lafayette and Castle Street on Oliver and Broadway, in the park right there, there's going to be a barbecue for Father's Day this year to celebrate. But other than that, man, I can't tell you what's going on for Juneteenth here. I'm going to celebrate probably sitting right here. Watching some PBS, because I'm pretty sure PBS got some programs going on today.
Exactly. Hey, Tucson, anything going on down your way? Donald?
I don't really know. I kind of stay out of crowds. So I don't know. I've been looking though.
Yeah, there you go.
If it is, I'll probably participate from a distance.
Yeah. And if y'all, like I said, if anybody find out anything, man, just kind of post it on the page so everybody could know that they can go there and in whatever city or state that you're in, make sure you post it for us, because we want to get as many people out as we can to celebrate. Let me see, somebody just post something on the thing. Greetings, everybody. I'm late getting on. Okay. Somebody said they're late getting on. They ain't late. They're just early for tomorrow. That's all that is. They're early for tomorrow. It's all right. But listen, it is now, what is it? 9:19. You're about to exit the Morning Glow. But before you go, I want you to do me two favors, if you will. One, I want you to continue to pray for us, because we're certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number two, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug, because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. And we shine this light on you from the morning glow. Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in, and let your light so shine. You all have a great day, and take an opportunity, if you don't mind doing so, and love somebody. You might get some love in return. Have a blessed weekend. Don't forget Father's Day. Get him something nice. Get him something nice. There you go.